Welcoming our guests this morning, we are joined by eCashMeUp representatives, and we have the founder and as well as the executive assistant. So ladies first, right?
All the time, fam.
All the time, right? Let's welcome Wendile, who is the executive assistant at eCashMeUp. Good morning, Wendile.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kwasi. Good morning, Wading. Good morning, the listeners. Thank you so much for having us here today. We are so excited to speak about our company. Thank you for having us.
Fantastic. And then now, the Bible says God created Adam and Eve, and then there was the, so let's greet the gentleman. How are you doing, Mr. Mlungisi?
Good morning, Mr. Ngosi, and good morning, Uding. Thank you very much for having us in your program. We are delighted to be joining you today.
Fantastic. So we're talking all the things eCashMeUp, and I've been hearing this and I've been wondering, what is this exactly about and what inspired you to start eCashMeUp?
So what inspired us, Mr. Ngosi and Uding, looking at, the remote areas, the small businesses in those remote areas, I think most of them, they rely on cash payments. Mm-hmm. And seeing that gap, that significant gap, right? When you come to the urban area, you use your card payments. And then when you go to the rural areas, you basically need to withdraw cash.
Yeah.
Right? So the team, right, at eCashMeUp, right, while we are transacting with these small businesses, since it was cash businesses, we noted this significant gap and decided, to build a platform, right, where small businesses, they can transact with their customers, mm-hmm. from customer onboarding, also scheduling collections, and also making payments, and also communicating with customers. That's what inspired, right, us to create such a platform to make it easy, right, automate finance and simplify life for these small businesses. And also, I also want to touch on the automation side of things.
Okay.
We always see automation as, tools for big businesses, mm-hmm. right? AI, machine learning, all these emerging technologies. So at eCashMeUp, we looked at small businesses, that how do we help these small businesses to scale, right? Because, it's normally a one-man shop, mm-hmm. and they need a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right. So we decided to use these such tools, right, to automate their business processing so they can be able to scale and compete with the likes of your big companies, your ShopRite and so forth, because those businesses, they are also in those areas.
Which part of the business processes will become automated by eCashMeUp exactly?
Okay, I'm going to make an example. Let's look at the funeral parlor.
Yeah.
We are mostly in the funeral parlor space. And one business owner came to us and said that, you know what, eCashMeUp, I'm having a problem. I have multiple branches that I'm managing, mm-hmm. from Limpopo, Mpumalanga, Johannesburg, Northwest, right? And it's very, difficult for me to see my cash flow, right, coming in, mm-hmm. right? How can you guys make it easy with all these emerging technologies that you preach about? And as eCashMeUp, we basically said that, you know what, you don't have to worry. We have you covered. Mm. We basically automated their process from onboarding a customer to activation. So a customer will walk into the branch, and the agent will be able to capture all the information on the system. Before they leave their branch, they receive an SMS, right, with their account and their reference number. Mm. And all the banking details and so forth, their premiums and so forth will be automated already on the system, scheduled for collection. So that's how we help that business owner. On addition of that, with the big data, analytics and so forth, the business owner can now be able to see and visualize all the branches, mm-hmm. in terms of their operation, day to day, right? In terms of collection, you can be able to see that, okay, such branch, we collected so much, there are about 10 defaulters, right? In my branch A and branch B, right? We have so much that are defaulted. And they can do this, Mr. Ngosi, mm-hmm. right? From anywhere in the world, mm-hmm. using the cloud. That's the benefit of the solution, right? You can be sitting in Johannesburg and be able to visualize all these branches.
Definitely, I believe that's amazing for an entrepreneur, somebody running those kind of businesses, because if I can open my platform anywhere that I am and I can see how the different branches are performing, that's definitely a great benefit. But one of the concerns that would come for somebody who, like small enterprises, would be, what if I don't have the skill? What if I don't have the expertise to manage this kind of system that you're introducing? So I want to speak user friendly. Is it easy for me to adapt the system? Can I I learn it quickly? And what kind of training or support do you provide as eCashMeUp?
Yeah, I think that was one of the challenging part because going digital is not an easy exercise.
Okay.
Right. Any digital transformation project, right, it requires, some sort of education. And I always say that there's a human element of fear, right?
That's
if
true.
you do not understand.
Yeah.
Right? So we have designed educational program right before we onboard our customers to educate them on the benefits of going digital, right? So that's one program that we help these SMEs, right, to understand the benefits that they will be getting from the platform, especially on the simplification, because as our slogan says, digitizing finance and simplifying life, right? And we articulate all those benefits to them, right, before we onboard them so they can understand what they are getting themselves into. So those programs, they definitely help them with the transformation to go digital in their operation.
So meaning you're going to hold their hand and walk with them.
Correct.
Okay, because, there are some people, immediately when they hear technology, like you said, then the fear sparks and then they will not understand what you're saying. But I love the fact that you are able to transition them and walk with them in that journey as they adopt this new system. We're talking eCashMeUp this morning. We have Wendile as well as Umlungisi telling us about the beautiful work that they are doing to empower entrepreneurs. It's 17 minutes before 8 o'clock on Rainbow FM 90.7, and we're talking to eCashMeUp, learning a bit more about their system and how exactly you can benefit in your business, and you'll be able to adopt this system and move away from cash and find yourself being able to be very effective in what you are doing. One of the things that I wanted to tackle is you mentioned big industries, and you even make an example that they'll be able to compete with some of the big players out there, like your ShopRite, telecom, and insurance. But you cater for small businesses, and I wanted to find out, how does eCashMeUp cater to such a wide range of clients, especially when it comes to small enterprises? Because you can go from a small shop by the corner to somebody who's a carpenter to somebody who's a designer. They are making dresses and different things. How is eCashMeUp able to cater for such a wide variety of clients?
Yes, at eCashMeUp, we understand that every industry and business is unique, and that's our strength. Our approach is to consult, right, with business owners to understand their specific challenges, for our engineers to develop a custom solution tailored to their needs. So that's how we basically, solve these different industries, because we understand that they are unique in their nature. We focus on the challenges.
Okay, so you focus on the challenges, meaning you're going to sit down with the entrepreneur, find out how their business is running, look at their books that exist, and then you will decide how you're going to custom build the system to their preferences.
That's correct. It's all about the requirements, right? Your requirement might be unique from, Wendile's requirement.
Yeah.
So we need to sit down and then look at your challenges, right? So our engineers can be able to tailor, the solution to your requirement, instead of giving you a generic, solution, hoping that it will solve your problems.
Okay. Another thing that caught my attention, I heard in the ad, even now as we played it, that you guys are giving away a free payment terminal. What's the deal here, and how can our listeners be in line to grab one?
Well, so this is a campaign, right, that which will be running until the end of this month. It was organized by our marketing team. So this campaign is focused on assisting small businesses, basically that want to start accepting digital payments, but might not have the means to do so. As you would know, these card machines don't cost small money. So this gives them an opportunity to get on the market, to also get on the bandwagon of digital payments. So if a listener is interested in taking advantage of this opportunity, they can send us a WhatsApp message on our WhatsApp number, which is 011-954-0912. So that is for you who would like to take on the opportunity of obtaining this free speed coin machine.
Okay, you've already worked with a couple of clients already, and I would like to find out about some of the success stories and the feedback that you've gotten from people who were running businesses and they were just on cash contant, wire. And then you came and you said, we are bringing the solution, and they were able to adopt your system. Please tell us about some of the impact you've seen.
Goodness, we've gotten so much positive responses, and you know what? The feedback that we get is from across various industries. One story that stands out for us is from a funeral parlor client of ours. So, as you know, most of our clients are funeral parlors. So, they commended us on simplifying the management of their branches. So, as Mlungisi had indicated before, there was a client that came who's got various branches across the country. So, it enabled him to be able to, in real time, see how well his business is doing, what he needs to adjust on, and what he needs to improve on. So those were the automation. Our automation services helped him to improve his business, focus more on actually getting in more business rather than the small administrative things that he never had to do, well, that he had to do before, but which were not an important thing that he had to focus on. So our business model goes across funeral parlors, Wi-Fi providers. So those businesses are able to do, the collections are much easier. So we don't have issues of people, or rather our customers saying we're not collecting as much as we can. So our platform enables them to collect on time and, you know, through all the customers that they've onboarded, and makes onboarding very simple for them.
Okay. For someone who's listening right now and thinking this sounds great, but is it complicated? How easy is it to get started with eCashMeUp?
Look, we're in the business of simplifying things. So it is not complicated at all. So as we said before, you can contact us via WhatsApp. You can also go to our website, where you will be able to view all our different offerings that we've got, from speed point machines, as I've said, to different payment services that we've got. So as we've indicated before, we do cater to different businesses. So there is models that are available for any business type.
Okay, somebody who would like to see maybe some videos, demonstrations, or anything like that, are there presentations we can find online, your Facebook, your YouTube, anything like that?
We are available on all social media platforms. We're on Facebook, we are on LinkedIn, we are on Insta, we are on X, previously Twitter.
Yeah.
So we basically everywhere, and our website is very informative. So you can't really miss out on anything. And should you need to have contact with us, physical contact, you can still WhatsApp us on our line on 011-954-0912.
Please say
our wonderful agents get in contact with you. Okay, slower.
Yes.
011-954-0912.
Yes. And the website?
It's www.eCashMeUp.com.
All right. Wendile and Mlungisi, thank you so much for your time. Excited about the work that you're doing to improve the lives of entrepreneurs. I've seen, and I'm surrounded by a lot of business people, a lot of entrepreneurs, but I've seen how these kind of things that you're mentioning, they would get to the place where they don't know whether they're making money, they're making progress, or the business is declining, and hoping to see more of those lives improved. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you so much.
And that was Wendile and Mlungisi coming through from eCashMeUp, telling us all about the wonderful work that they are doing. It's 10 minutes before 8 o'clock on Rainbow FM 90.7. And let's enjoy some beautiful music. Here is Chandler Moore with Lead Me On.
I'm living, breathing proof that things can change.